It's a story that actually began about 5 years ago, and I am just fascinated by it. Joshua Milburn was only 27 years old when he became the director of operations at a major, large telecom company in the Midwest. And he got a note from his boss saying that he needs to close 8 stores and fire 41 people. Well, he sent back a memo, and on the list were 42 people who were being let go, and guess what? He was number 1 on the list. That's right, he was letting himself go, and from there, he understood and began to realize that he simply had no fulfillment. The more he accumulated things, the more wealth he had, the more services and goods that he was involved in, the less fulfillment he attained. He was working 80 hours a week, he had accumulated so much stuff, and then little by little, he started to get rid of it all. He just gave everything away and became what was now called a minimalist. A minimalist meaning just doing with what you need. He's 32 years old now, lives in Montana. He has a partner that engaged him in the same way. They wrote a book called All That Remains, and the stuff that's just left over, and talks about the amazing fulfillment that he has in life. Indeed, less is more. We all know it theoretically, but he is living it and is doing a book tour. I have not read the book, but he's doing a tour all over the country and talking about what is it like to live a minimalist life. Of course, this is, as usual, a Torah value. It is a Jewish concept called mistapek b'muat, to do with as little bit as you can. You don't need to acquire more things. Marba nechasim, marba daga, says the Torah. The Torah says the more we accumulate, the more worries we have. And deep down, you know that it's true. The more you have to worry about. And there is something to be said for it. He said you can get started really easily. You have to think about how your life would improve with getting less. You have to start getting rid of one thing a month, and he said it's important to do it with a partner. They've got a website called the Minimalists.com. They're writing a book about it, and I think it's fascinating. What do you think, folks? Can you do with less? Can you actually get rid of stuff? Some things that you really don't need, and when you look, you'll find out you don't need most of it. What do you think? Can you do it? Should you do it? Something to think about.